for what I think are pretty good matchups to preview. Let's dive right in on England and Norway on Thursday. This is a rematch of a knockout round game from 4 years ago. England won that one en route to a third-place finish. And, Kate, they're the favorites again here.
They are. Norway may want revenge, but I don't think they're going to be able to overcome England, who just has quality from front to back. The big concerns for England, though, is their slower back line, and their two main center backs might be in question. Steph Houghton, the captain, picked up an ankle injury after a nasty tackle with a Cameroonian player, and Millie Bright is suffering from a virus that's running through camp. So this could be Phil Neville just saying, oh, I'm not sure, and maybe distracting a little bit, or it could be cause for concern.
What about this English attack? A lot of good pieces. Who's one that really has to step up against Norway?
Well, it's got to be Nikita Parrish. She's so dominant on the right-hand side, and she's so good at taking players on, but also bringing other players into the attack, especially Lucy Bronze, the right back. That's just an incredible pairing on that right-hand side. And their strength mirrors Norway's weakness, which is their left back. Mindy has struggled all tournament long, so I imagine that they're going to look to target that and look to find Ellen White, who has 4 goals in 3 games at the number 9 for England. So I think England's going to win this one.
Can't talk Norway without mentioning Carolina Graham-Hansen. She wears the number 10, and Kate, she's one of the best players in this tournament.
Oh, she has stood out. You know, we knew about her coming in, but we didn't know how good she would be. And then all of a sudden, we see her take these responsibilities, step up and be the one to take PKs, to send her team into the knockout rounds. And this is a player that is so good on the ball, can put texture and build other players in. But more importantly, just soccer knowledge. She knows when other teams are sitting in a low block or where they're sitting in a high block, so she knows where the gaps are.
All right, you've kind of hinted at it. Who you got in this one?
Oh, it's got to be England. I just don't think Norway has enough. They don't have a super deep team, and they have relied on their coach, Sjogren, who has come up with excellent tactics. But I just think England is going to finally have a 90-minute strong performance, something they have yet to do this tournament.
England, Norway on Thursday, the U.S. and France in Paris on Friday, the big one. These are the 2 best teams in this tournament, aren't they?
Yeah, it's such a shame they're going to see each other in the quarterfinals with these 2 quality sides with some of the biggest name players in the game. But you have to imagine the depth of both these teams may or may not be utilized, but whoever wins this will most likely win the tournament, barring any injuries.
Look, we know all the big names in the American attack, but from the American defensive perspective, who do you think they're most worried about in this one?
Oh, Amandine Henry, the captain. She's the one who scored the goal against Brazil to put them in the quarterfinals. She actually played in Portland for a little bit for the sole purpose of learning the USA mentality. Well, you can see that now in her play. She's got a little bit more cutting edge to her. She plays the 6, but she really leaks front to back, side to side. And if the U.S. can stop the ball circulation from France and isolate them on the wings, they could go toe-to-toe with them.
All right, give me an American who has to have a big game.
Oh, gosh.
So many.
There's so many. Our wingers, Crystal Dunn, she's been isolated every single game by opponents because she's a converted left back. This is not Crystal Dunn's fault. She is asked to play out of position because she's so good on the ball, but defensively she's so sound on a one-on-one situation. She's struggling a little bit with the team defending and where to be. So she needs to come up big because that right-hand side with Diani or Cascarino, it's trouble. It's trouble. They've been dominating tournaments for France, so Crystal Dunn's got to step up big.
You're a former U.S. international, so I'm not sure why I'm even asking you this, but who you got on Friday?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to go USA, but I think it's going to be 2-1. I do think it's going to be defensively a little bit of a cage match of who's going to budge first. And I think all the players are big-time players. They play in some of the biggest clubs. They're used to these high-pressured moments. I think they're all going to bring their A game.
All right, the other side of the bracket will all go down on Saturday. Let's start Italy, Netherlands. This is kind of like the new kids on the block game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exciting because Italy brings a great balance of attack and defense, especially their defense, and their 2 center backs have just been leading the show, led by Sarah Gama, their captain. But Netherlands has so much up front. They didn't have that many chances against Japan to get them to this game, but they converted the ones that they did.
I look at these 2 teams and I think goals galore. You with me on that?
No, I do
Why
not think
not?
that. Italy's defense is one of the best in the tournament, and the Netherlands has a slow back line, and Italy likes to transition quickly, but I think that front line of Martins, Medema, and Van de Sanden are tough to top.
All right, prediction time. Who you got?
Oh, gosh. I think it's going to be 3-2. Netherlands.
Okay. All right. Germany, Sweden, the other match in the quarterfinals. This is a historic rivalry and one that, frankly, Germany owns.
I know. I'm just like this. I'm thinking for Sweden. But Sweden is better than they were 4 years ago. They're better than they were 3 years ago in the Olympics when they just played bunker, right? They played Mourinho and then hit him on the counterattack the entire time. So Sweden is better. Kosovar Asllani, the number 10, is arguably the best number 10 in the tournament right now. So Sweden's going to need her to step up big. But Germany has not conceded a goal this tournament. They've only conceded 6 shots on frame, and they might be getting back the best number 10 in the world, Marjan, who's been out since the first game due to a broken toe.
Sweden going to get that revenge? Prediction time. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's going to be Germany 2-0.
For more, sign up now for ESPN Plus.